Do you ever wonder why some conversations in your business lead to sales while others just totally fall flat and fizzle out? For me, it actually comes down to two things. One, opening the door, and two, closing the loop. So today I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that, explain it a little bit more, and give you some really great simple strategies and examples for you to implement right away. Hello, if we've not met yet, my name is Mindy Baxon. My friends call me Mindo, and I am a Christian coach, teacher, and mentor for women building business online. I specifically help them get clear in their messaging and marketing so they can be more confident in their selling and close more sales. So this is what I love to do. Okay, if you love Jesus, you love building business, you're going to love my channel. I'm excited that you're here. Let's get into the training. So opening the door, what exactly do I mean by opening the door? Here's what I mean. Through your stories, through your reels, through the posts that you create, you are offering people an opportunity to take a look at your products or your business. Okay. So again, it really comes down to content creation, saying, hey, I've got this product. I've got this course that I've created. You've got these pain points. I've got a solution for it. That is opening the door for people to walk in, for you to then have a conversation with them, and ideally close that sale. So what does that exactly look like? All right, I'm gonna share with you how I open the door almost every day in my stories. When I'm in my stories, I'm typically in my bathroom getting ready for the day. Now, it's not your typical get ready with me type content. It's more of a, hey, here's what I want to talk to you guys about as I am washing my face, as I am using my toner, and I'm sharing with you guys a lesson that I learned, or maybe it was some scripture that I read in the morning, or maybe it was catching you up from my weekend. I'm sharing some kind of value with you in some way as I'm using my products, as I'm using my no tox wand. Many of you know I'm breaking up with Botox, or at least I'm trying. So I've got these wands that help give me a little tightness without the toxins, right? So as I'm sharing and talking with you guys about the weekend, about some kind of strategy, about something that happened to me or for me, I'm using my products. So what's that doing? That's exposing my audience to something. I then go, oh, by the way, this cleanser, well, I don't have a cleanser handy. I'm just going to use my sparkling protein can, which is another example I'll give you in a minute. Oh, by the way, the cleanser that I use is incredible. It's an EWG verified. It's super clean. Goes on nice and light. It's a luminous gel oil cleanser. Wash it off, and then we follow it up with a really great toner. After the toner, I'm going to put on my no tox ones. And as this dries, I want to tell you guys what I learned this weekend. Right? And then so I'm literally sharing the products as I'm sharing my life. You guys get how simple this can be? I want you to think about how can you simply share your products, simply weave in your opportunity as you're sharing about your daily life. Let me give you another example of this. Let's say that my son is in football. Let's say that we're traveling on the road, and I can create a piece of content that says how grateful I am that I've got the opportunity to never miss a game. Because 7 years ago, I said yes to building business online and have never looked back, right? I quit my full-time job. Actually, this is a true story. I quit my job in 2018 to build an online business and go all in, no regrets. You know, if you're looking for another stream of income, we should have a chat. Do you guys see how simple and informal that can be? And again, I want you to think you're opening the door. You're opening the door. You're opening the door. I want you to think of it this way too. Here's another great analogy. We're planting seeds every time we open the door. So I want you to think of it this way. You're digging a hole. You're digging a hole. You're digging a hole. Doot, doot, doot. Planting seeds, planting seeds. We're farmers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So opening the door that's how it can look like in your stories. Obviously, reels that you create, reels is a great way to get in front of a cold market. If you're like, I have no new leads, I have no new people. How many reels are you doing a week? That is my question for you. So what does it look like to open the door on a reel? Start pouring out the product and sharing some benefits with a call to action, right? 40 grams in a can. If you're struggling with your macros, you know what I mean? There are so many great opportunities to open the door. I guess what I want to give you guys right now is, again, just the concept of opening the opportunity. Every time you create that type of content, you're exposing your network. And if you're doing a great job building online, you are consistently bringing in a cold market. You've got new people coming in your way, right? You're nurturing your warm market. You're loving on those people that have followed you for a while. And then you're creating content that sells, which if you're looking for that kind of information too, I've got a YouTube on that as well. Know your market. So search my YouTube channel for that. I'll link it here somewhere too. The point is, one of our number one goals is to open the door, open the opportunity for our business or our products, our course, what have you, letting people know that it's out there, planting the seeds. So again, and conversations, let me share something in regards to conversations and opening the door in conversations. Here is a pro tip. And if you're taking notes, write this down. In the social selling, network marketing, direct sales space, oftentimes they're like, how many conversations did you start? Did you start a conversation today? Did you meet new people today? And that leaves people like super uncomfortable, right? If they're like, start 5 new conversations a day, you're like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know words, right? Is that you? Well, if that's you, I have a really, really easy way to start a conversation with someone. Anyone that friend requests me, almost always, I'm not perfect. I don't do this all the time, but here's a consistent rhythm I've gotten into. If you friend request me, I'd say 8 times out of 10, I'm going to pop a message back to you that I already have written up in my boards app. Again, if you don't use the boards app, I got trainings on that here too. Check out my YouTube channel for more. It says, hi, new friend. I'm so excited that you friend requested me. I can't wait to get to know you more. I'm one of those people online that's like, I'm a weirdo. I like to actually know my friends. Something like that, it says. I can't wait to hear more from you and hear about you. And then the next post that I drop, or the next little board link that I click, says, as for me, I'm a wife. I'm, a wife of one, a mom of 3, a mother of 3, a wife of 1, and my fur baby Benny is my favorite. He's actually taking a snooze right over here in the chair. Anyways, I've been selling, online since 2018. I quit my full-time job. I kind of just like break it down, and at the end, I say, okay, your turn. Did you follow that? I welcome them. I'm excited to get to know them, and then I let them know a little bit about me. And then I say, okay, it's your turn. That strategy right there has started more conversations than I could tell you. So many conversations. So many people have loved. They're like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. My family used to live in North Dakota, or I've got a Boston Terrier too, or hey, I'm a social seller too. Like, I would love to learn more about your I have Christian women building business together. It's a group coaching offer. I'd love to learn more about that. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I'm like, oh, cool. You guys see how this can work? Super pro tip, start using it now. Okay. Let's get into closing the loop. So let's say, well, let me bridge the gap here a little bit. Let's just say, I'm going to go back to this example for a minute. We're going to back up before I really hit on close the loop strategy. I want to bridge. So we've opened the door. I've talked a little bit about my 40 grams in a can, how much it tastes like, kind of like a margarita without the tequila. Like, it's just such a refreshing lemon lime seltzer drink, right? And now I've got people saying, hey, send me the link for that. Or I want to know more about that. Here's a big pro tip. I never just send a link and call it good. If you and I are in conversation and you've said, Mindy, or you've dropped the keyword sparkling because you want more information, here's what I do. Hey, excited that you're looking to up your protein game. Tell me, what are you currently using? Or like, have you been on kind of like a health journey for a while? I want to know about it. Can you tell me more? Question mark. Questions create conversations. So here's what will happen next. Typically, I'll say, tell me more. They'll come back and go, yeah, I actually started last year at this time trying to figure out my hormones and my health. And my energy has been so low. I have a heck of a time getting protein in. I know that I need more, so on and so forth. So they're telling me some things, and I'll say, well, how long has this been a problem? What have you all tried? When's the last time, if you're trying to get back to your goal weight, like when's the last time you weighed 150 pounds? You're trying to lose 40. When was the last time you weighed that? Like, tell me about, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to really engage in conversation for a couple reasons. Number one, it's a trust builder. It's a massive trust builder, as it should be, because I really care. I really want to know what's going on with you. Number two, on the business side of things, I want to get a better understanding health-wise what's happening with this person, because there could be another opportunity for me to share some additional products that would be a better fit for them than just getting a can of sparkling protein. So when I ask those questions, I'm asking them from a sincere heart because I want to understand more, but I'm also going, what other things could best support this person? And here's what happens. Now we're going to get into closing the loop in a minute, but let me end with this on this bridge. As I'm asking questions, I'm really paying attention to a lot of things. Are they taking a good multivitamin? How is their gut situation, right? So much of it starts in the gut. I'm asking those kinds of, I'm peeling back the layers of the onion because I want to really, really get a good understanding. And I'll say this, you know what? I'll shoot you the link to that, or I'll put you on the launch list. That protein is launching October 1st. I'll get you on that list. But in the meantime, would you be open for me to actually make a few more recommendations for you? I don't think I've ever had anyone say, no, I'm good. Yes. Oh my gosh, thank you. What else you got, girl? I'm like, well, I would start with a probiotic. Here's a really great clean protein. If you like, chocolate or vanilla or whatever, here's a really great protein that you could start with. We also have, there's an energizing tea that I'd recommend. You said you get tired in the afternoon. This can kind of help you get through the slump. And then we've got a metabolic boost that I think would be helpful too. Let me go ahead and put that together for you. And in the meantime, stay tuned because that protein is launching in a few days, right? Like that's how I would continue that conversation. And from a business perspective, I just made a heck of a great upsell. I just over delivered like crazy rather than it could have went, here's my link. Instead, I created a new friend. I found out a whole bunch of problems. I offered a massive solution, and the likeliness that she'll buy is quite likely. Okay, so let's talk about closing the loop. Closing the loop. We've opened the door. It is now time to close the loop. So think about it this way. If someone walked into a store and no one helped them check out, you'd walk right back out the door. This literally just happened to me last weekend. Okay, that's what happens when we don't close the conversations. So closing doesn't necessarily mean close the sale, close the deal, get her done. No. Closing means getting them to a decision. So either yes, they're ready to buy, or maybe you just need to follow up with them again in a few months. It's kind of a crazy time for them. Or maybe they say, no, you know what? I actually found a different product. I'm good. Great. Thank you for letting me know. Or number 4, is actually when we take control and we close the loop for them, which I'll explain that in a minute. Ideally, you want to follow up in the next 24 to 48 hours. Ideally. Again, let's go back to this protein conversation. Let's say my girl sent me a message. I want the sparkling protein. That whole conversation happened. I sent her a link to the cart. Nothing. Right? And then the next couple hours or 24, 48 hours, I send back a quick message. Hey, sister, did you have a chance to take a look at what I sent you? Question mark. Why a question mark? Why are we asking a question? Because that creates conversation. Because the brain wants to answer the question. Okay. Hey, did you have a chance to take a look at what I sent you? She ghosts me. A couple days later, pop back in. Hey, I know you're super busy. I just wanted to pop back in here and see if you had questions on what I sent you. I know it was kind of a lot. I'm assuming you've got some questions, right? Question mark. She might ghost me again. I might not hear anything from her. So a few more days go by. I'm going to probably check on her social media, see what's going on. This has happened before. Somebody's dad died once, and I was like, oh, God, forgive me. I didn't. Always check their profile page, see what's happening in their world, right? But nope, she's at the football game, right? She's on the road. She's running after her kids. Cool. I'm going to comment. I'm going to just kind of stay in front of her. And then I'll probably pop back in there again. Hey, girl, it's been about a week and a half. Just checking back in with you. Did I overwhelm you with the choices? LOL. By the way, sparkling protein's launching in 2 days. Excited to connect you with it. Again, I'm going to continually engage and create conversation with her because it is my job. Listen, listen, listen. Somebody needs to hear this today. It is our job to lead that conversation. It is our job to continue to connect that person to information, to support them, to encourage them, and to eventually close the loop. So ideally, I'm going to get her to a yes. Hey, you're ready to buy? Yep. Or a conversation might look like this. Hey, listen, I know you've been super slammed. I'm seeing you running all over the country after your kiddo watching, football. By the way, congrats on the win Friday night. Do you want me to keep following up with you? Question mark. I feel like, I know you're busy. Do you want me to keep following up with you? Or do you want to just reach back out to me? Am I scared to lose the sale? No. I have an abundant mindset. I know that there's more people coming my way. She's a human being, that if she has questions, if she's broke right now, whatever it is, that's on her. So I'm going to continue to nurture, to love, and all of those things. And eventually, it's going to come down to her making a decision. And it might be, here's what can happen sometimes, friends. If you have a sale in your company and you have a follow-up list and she's just hanging out there for a couple weeks or a couple months, to follow back up and say, hey, Julie, I know that at one point you were looking for some help with protein and metabolism and energy and that kind of stuff. I know we're running a 20% off sale this weekend. Did you find anything to help you, or are you still looking? That's good language, right? That's going to move her along. She might say, no, actually, I'm good. I started doing whatever, right? Great. She's come to a decision. We now know. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Let's move on. Or lastly, and write this down. This is a big one. This is a great pro tip. If you have followed up with someone, you've connected, not spam them with, here's another video from my company. Here's blah, 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 ingredients. Here's a scientific video that nobody cares about. Like if you have spammed the crap out of them, just forgive yourself and move on. Like you didn't know better, but now you do. So please don't do that anymore. But if you have really been a good friend to say, hey, listen, just popping back in. Did you have a chance to take a look at what I sent you? Hey, sister, I thought of you. I saw this resource from this doctor that talked about XYZ, and I wanted to send it your way. I thought it was really good. It actually spoke to your issues you were having. So let me know what you think of it, right? If you're supporting and loving and engaging and conversing with them, but still they've ghosted you and like, it's just not happening, right? We're not resurrecting the dead here. It's like dead. Here's what you do. Hey, Julie, I know you've been super slammed and so have I. Followed up with you a handful of times. I'm not hearing anything back from you. So I'm just going to go ahead and cross you off the list. If you decide you want something or you do have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll be here. Be well. Okay. When you take it away, I'd say 7 times out of 10, they're going to come back and go, oh, no. Don't cross me off your list. I'm so sorry. It's been busy. We had my son's wedding and my younger son was playing football and then my daughter was going to prom, and you know how it is, ladies, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. So, okay, great. Let me know. Give me a date and time. I'll follow back up with you again. But I'm busy. You're busy. Everybody busy, right? Closing the loop. That is the goal. Okay. It's honestly not the fancy scripts. It's not even complicated. Open the door to the store as many times as you can. Plant all of the seeds, dig all the holes, plant all the seeds, continue to, fertilize those relationships, like and comment and engage, and watch what happens. The harvest will absolutely come. So I hope that this was helpful for someone today. Here's my challenge for you this week. Are you ready? Which one do you want to focus on more? Do you need to open more doors or close more loops? Comment below with the word open if you're focusing on starting more conversations, or the word close if you know you need to follow up and finish the ones you've already started. And if you want to start building consistency in your day, I'm going to tell you right now, it starts with mastering your morning. So feel free to grab my free guide, Master Your Morning, at christianwomenbuildingbusiness.com/morning. I will link it in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because next week, Monday, we're diving into content creation. So reels, posts, and stories that helping you open the doors automatically. So you don't want to miss it. All right, my friends, take care and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.